Do you know what time it is? I said, do you know what time it is? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for some Dalian Cowboys baseball. The playoffs start now. Yeah!
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Live here from Kerrville, Texas at DBET Sports Complex for today's 2022 by-district playoff game. Game 1 of the best-of-3 series between the Leakey Eagles and your Dalian Cowboys. Once again, here in the hill country, Kerrville, Texas, where it's a beautiful, cool 100 degrees. Once again, the 2022 by-district playoff game, Game 1 of the best-of-3 series between the Leakey Eagles representing District 29 1A versus your district champion, the Dalian Cowboys, representing District 30 1A. I'd like to introduce the lineup for your Dalian Cowboys. Leading off in center field is number 28, Luke Langfield. Playing left field, number 22, Leighton Herman. At catcher, number 14, Ethan Reyes. At shortstop, number 6, Ryan Henry. And the designated hitter, Will Shavy. And in right field, Kobe Fortner. On the mound today is the pitcher, number 8, Dalen Gonzalez. Playing second base is number 2, J.J. Garcia. Playing third base is number 4, Rain Redden. And number 20, first baseman, A.J. Bridges. Once again, I'd like to welcome everybody here live on Dalian Athletics on Facebook and also on YouTube today. The Leakey Eagles under head coach John Shorbel, assistant coach Michael Hunter, manager Sidney Hunter. The lineup for the Eagles on the mound today, leading off, is number 14, Goddard, followed by the shortstop, number 3, Montoya. Playing second base, number 11, McWhorter. Playing catcher, number 13, Rimkes. Playing third base, number 7, Martinez. Playing center field, number 1, Rodriguez. Playing first base, number 19, Fortner. Playing right field, number 8, Hidalgo. And the designated hitter, number 16, Jay Alvarado. And in left field, number 5, A. Gonzalez. We're moments away from getting started here. By-district action between the Leakey Eagles and your Dalian Cowboys. Once again, this is Game 1 of the best-of-3 series. Live from DBAT. Game 1 and Game 2. Game 1 here right now, beginning at 4:30. Game 2, approximately 7 o'clock or 30 minutes after Game 1. And Game 3, if necessary, will be played in Dalian. Saturday, 1 p.m., if necessary. Once again, we'd like to welcome everybody watching on Dalian Athletics Facebook and on YouTube today. As we get ready to get started here, Cowboys are the designated home team for game number 1. So once again on the mound for your Cowboys, number 8, Dalen Gonzalez. Behind the plate, number 14, Ethan Reyes. At third base, number 4, Rain Redden. At shortstop, Ryan Henry. At second base, J.J. Garcia. On first base, number 20, A.J. Bridges. And in the outfield from left to right, Leighton Herman, Luke Langfield, and Kobe Fortner. Beautiful sports complex here at DBAT here in Kerrville, Texas. It's a cool, breezy, 100-degree day here. Feels like 101. We're hoping it cools down just a bit. If at any time our screen goes off, it's because it's too hot. So we're going to do our best here. Leading off for the Eagles will be the pitcher number 14, Goddard. Once again, Dalen Gonzalez on the mound for your Cowboys. Ethan Reyes behind the plate as he fires it over down to second base. And we're going to get started here. Good crowd here for the Cowboys and the Eagles. And once again, number 14, Goddard, leading off for the Eagles. First meeting of the year between both schools. Dalen Gonzalez on the mound. Goddard at the plate. Here comes the first pitch. Gonzalez with a pitch. Catches the inside corner for strike one. So no balls and one strike on Goddard. A beautiful breaking ball. It just misses. So 1 ball and 1 strike on Goddard. Gonzalez with the pitch, swing on and fouled back. So 1 ball and 2 strikes on Goddard. As you can see, the cars go back in the background on I-10. Gonzalez with the pitch, breaking ball hit, and gets into center field as Langfield fires it in. So a single to start the game for the Eagles as Goddard gets on the bag. Up next is number 3, the shortstop, Montoya. So Goddard on first for the Eagles. Montoya at the plate. Runners going. Reyes fires it down to second. And they're going to say that Goddard gets there in time. Gonzalez with the pitch inside for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes on Montoya. Goddard on second for the Eagles. Led off with the single. Gonzalez with the pitch. Hit to right field as Fortner fires it in, and a run will come in and score for the Eagles as the ball gets away. So Eagles get on the board quickly here. Up next is number 11, the second baseman, McWhorter. Gonzalez with a pitch, just a bit high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on McWhorter. Montoya on second, breaking ball, strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike on McWhorter. Once again, Montoya on second for the Eagles. Gonzalez delivers a pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2. Gonzalez with the pitch. And they're going to call a balk. So Montoya will advance to third. The pitch from Gonzalez outside. Gonzalez with the pitch. And the count is now full. On McWhorter, the second baseman for the Eagles, with Montoya standing on third for Leakey. Eagles leading 1-0 here in the top of the first. Gonzalez with a pitch. Breaking ball. Catches for strike 3 and out number 1. So up next is the catcher, number 13, Rimkus. Once again, Dalen Gonzalez on the mound. Ethan Reyes behind the plate. Rimkus up to bat for the Eagles. Montoya on third. Gonzalez delivers a pitch. Strike 1. No balls and 1 strike on Rimkus. Gonzalez delivers a pitch, breaking ball, and fouled into the back of the net. So no balls and 2 strikes on the catcher, Rimkus. So once again, Montoya standing on third for Leakey. Rimkus at the plate. Gonzalez, another breaking ball that catches the inside corner for another strikeout. So 2 outs with the runner on third. Brings up the third baseman, number 7, Martinez. Dalen Gonzalez delivers a pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike on Martinez. Once again, Montoya standing on third for the Eagles. Gonzalez with the pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2. So Gonzalez finding his rhythm here. Has 2 consecutive strikeouts, looking for number 3 here. The runner on third. Gonzalez delivers a pitch, breaking ball, catches the inside corner for strike 3. So 3 consecutive strikeouts for Dalen Gonzalez as we head to the bottom of the first. Leakey leading 1-0. You're watching D'Hanis Cowboy Baseball. We'll be right back.
You're watching live coverage on the D'Hanis Athletics page, home of the Cowboys and Cowgirls. Make sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter for the most up-to-date and late-breaking information. And go Cowboys and Cowgirls! You're watching live coverage on the D'Hanis Athletics page, home of the Cowboys and Cowgirls. Make sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter for the most up-to-date and late-breaking information. And go Cowboys and Cowgirls!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this bi-district game between the Leakey Eagles and your D'Hanis Cowboys. Live here on D'Hanis Athletics on Facebook and also on YouTube today. Leading off for the Cowboys is the center fielder, number 28, Luke Langfield. On the mound for the Leakey Eagles is number 14, Goddard. Playing catcher is Rimkus. At third base, Martinez. Shortstop, Montoya. Second base, McWhorter. First base, Fortner. First pitch coming up. And to the backstop for ball 1. In the outfield from left to right, you have Gonzalez, Rodriguez, and Hidalgo for the Eagles. Once again, leading off the inning for the Cowboys, the center fielder, number 28, Luke Langfield. Goddard delivers a pitch right down the middle for strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike on Langfield. And the ball fouled off down third baseline. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Langfield. Eagles got on the board quickly in the top of the first. Langfield at the plate for the Cowboys. Goddard delivers a pitch high for ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes on Langfield. Goddard with a pitch outside to the backstop. Counts now full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Goddard, low and outside. So Langfield would advance to first. And up next is the left fielder, number 22, Leighton Herman. Langfield on first for the Cowboys. On the walk. Goddard checking his runner. Langfield making his way to second, and he's going to stand up safely as Herman draws a ball on the first pitch. So 1 ball, no strikes on Leighton Herman. Luke Langfield now standing on second for the Cowboys.
Let's go, Eagles! Come on, Eagles!
Goddard with the pitch. Herman lays down the bunt down third base line. Langfield's going to make his way towards third, and Herman's going to make his way to first safely. So the Cowboys now with runners on the corners. Up next is the catcher, number 14, Ethan Reyes. So once again, Luke Langfield on third, Leighton Herman on first, and Ethan Reyes at the plate. Goddard on the mound, delivers a pitch outside. The ball gets by the catcher, and Langfield's going to come in and score as Herman makes his way towards third, slides in, and he's going to get there safely. So the Cowboys get on the board and tie the ball game up. Aggressive base running by Leighton Herman. So 1 ball, no strikes on Reyes with Herman on third. Goddard on the mound for the Eagles. The pitch outside for ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes with Herman on third for the Cowboys. A pitch outside once again, so 3 balls and no strikes on Reyes. The pitch. Reyes sends a nice hard shot as it gets by the shortstop. And Herman's going to come in and score as Reyes makes his way towards second. And it's going to be a stand-up double and an RBI for Ethan Reyes. And the Cowboys take the lead here, 2-1 over the Eagles. And coming into the ballgame, number 25 to courtesy run for Reyes is Ryan Lewis. Up next is the shortstop, number 6, Ryan Henry. First pitch coming up to Henry outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on Henry with Ryan Lewis standing on second for the Cowboys. A pitch. Henry hits it, chops it to first base, up high, and the ball lands in So Lewis advances to third. Chopped hip pretty high. Gets lost in the sun. And runners now in the corners for the Cowboys. Up next is the designated player number 11, Will Shavy. Ryan Lewis on third. Ryan Henry on first. Will Shavy at the plate. The pitch. Right down the middle for strike one. As Henry slides in safely at second. The pitch from Goddard. Fouled off. So the count is now no balls and 2 strikes on Shavy. So Pierce Goddard on the mound for the Eagles. Ahead of the count, no balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Shavy. Hit and fouled, out of play. So the count remains no balls and 2 strikes. The pitch from Goddard. Shavy swings and once again fouls it back out of play. So no balls, 2 strikes on Shavy. Ryan Lewis on third. Ryan Henry on second. The pitch. Shavy sends a shot up the middle to center. And Lewis is going to come in and score. And Henry will come in to score as Shavy making his way towards third. And he's going to stand up safely for a triple as he brings in 2 runs, and the Cowboys now lead 4-1. Up next is the pitcher number 8, Dalen Gonzalez. And we're going to have time called as Coach Schobel comes out to speak with this infield. So the Cowboys lead 4-1 here in the bottom of the first as Luke Langfield started things with the walk, followed by a single by Leighton Herman, who laid down a nice bunt down third base. Ethan Reyes with a nice hit to center field. Ryan Henry with a nice hit. And Will Shavy with the triple, bringing in Reyes and Henry, and the Cowboys lead 4-1 here in the bottom of the first. Once again, this is game 1 of the best of 3 series. Game 2 will follow 30 minutes after Game 1, and if necessary, Game 3 tomorrow, Saturday, 1 p.m. in D'Hanis. Once again, if necessary. Once again, we'd like to thank everybody for watching here live on D'Hanis Athletics on Facebook and also on YouTube. Up next is the pitcher number 8, Dalen Gonzalez, with Will Shavy standing on third for the Cowboys. The pitch outside for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch to Gonzalez. Misses for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes on the pitcher, Dalen Gonzalez, with J.J. Garcia on deck for the Cowboys. The pitch. Gonzalez swings and fouls it down third base line. So 2 balls and 1 strike on Gonzalez. Once again, Goddard on the mound for the Eagles. The pitch high and inside for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike on Gonzalez. Will Shavy standing on third. Goddard delivers a pitch. Gonzalez swings and misses for strike 2. So a full count on Dalen Gonzalez. The pitch. Gonzalez fouls it back into the net, so the count remains full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Once again with Will Shavy standing on third for the Cowboys. And Hennis with the 4-1 advantage here in the bottom of the first. No outs. The pitch. Gonzalez once again hanging in there, fouls it back. So full count on Dalen Gonzalez. 3 balls, 2 strikes with no outs here in the bottom of the first. Cowboys leading 4-1. Goddard on the mound for the Leakey Eagles. Delivers a pitch outside for ball 4. So runners on the corners now for the Cowboys as Gonzalez draws a walk. And up next is the second baseman, number 2, J.J. Garcia. And we're going to have a courtesy runner. Coming in, number 21, Kate Henry. For the pitcher, Dalen Gonzalez. So Will Shavy on third, Kate Henry on first, and J.J. Garcia at the plate now for the Cowboys. The pitch from Goddard outside for ball 1 as Henry makes his way towards second. So 1 ball, no strikes on Garcia.
Come on, Harris. Come on, Fisher. Y'all got this.
The pitch right down the middle for strike 1. So 1 ball and 1 strike on J.J. Garcia, a second baseman for the Cowboys. The pitch from Goddard, high for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike on Garcia. Will Shavy on third, Kate Henry on second. The pitch. Garcia swings and hits it and fouls it out of play down left field line. So 2 balls and 2 strikes on number 2, J.J. Garcia. Goddard delivers a pitch, and Garcia fouls it down right field line. So the count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes on J.J. Garcia. Runners on second and third. Kate Henry on second. Will Shavy on third. Goddard on the mound for the Eagles. The pitch. Garcia with a nice hard hit to third base. Third baseman gets it, fires it home. And they're going to have Shavy in the hot box. And they're going to tag Shavy. Oh, it looked like he got under the tag. And they're going to say that Henry's safe at third. And it looked like Shavy slid under the tag at home as well, but they're going to call him out. So runners on the corners. For the Cowboys, Kate Henry on third, J.J. Garcia on first, and coming up to the plate is the third baseman, number 4, Rain Redden.
Come on, Eagles!
So 1 out. The pitch in there for strike 1. So Henry standing on third, Garcia on first. Rain Redden at the plate for the Cowboys with 1 out here in the bottom of the first.
Come on, Eagles.
Goddard on the mound, checking his runners. There's a pitch high and inside for ball 1. As Garcia advances to second. The pitch to Redden catches the outside corner for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Redden. Henry on third. Garcia on second. As the umpire will clean the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. A.J. Bridges on deck for the Cowboys. The pitch, and Redden swings and hits it, and it's going to fall in to the second baseman, and he's going to beat it looked like he beat the play at first, but they're going to call him out as Henry comes in to score for the Cowboys. So Garcia advances to third and call Redden out at first. So up next is the first baseman, number 20, A.J. Bridges, with J.J. Garcia on third for the Cowboys. Goddard on the mound delivers the first pitch right down the middle for strike one. So no balls and one strike on A.J. Bridges. J.J. Garcia standing on third. The pitch. Bridges swings and hits it. And down first base line is going to go out. So the count is now 1 ball, 1 strike on Bridges. Goddard with the pitch right down the middle. Swing and a miss for strike 3 as they fired it down to first base for the third out. So we're heading to the top of the second as the Cowboys leave 2 stranded but bring 5 across, leading 5-1. You're watching D'Hanis Cowboy Baseball. We'll be right back.
Well, hello there. I bet you didn't know I am a big fan of the D'Hanis Cowboys and Cowgirls. So go get them and let's win. Remember, we are D'Hanis.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So we get ready to start the top of the second. Cowboys leading 5-1 over the Leakey Eagles. Once again, this is by-district action, Game 1 of the best-of-3 series between the Leakey Eagles and your D'Hanis Cowboys. Game 2 is set for 30 minutes after Game 1. Once again on the mound for your Cowboys is Dalen Gonzalez. Behind the plate, Ethan Reyes. Playing third base, Rain Redden. Shortstop, Ryan Henry. Second base, J.J. Garcia. First base, A.J. Bridges. And in the outfield from left to right, Leighton Herman, Luke Langfield, and Kobe Fortner. And up next for the Leakey Eagles is the center fielder, number 1, Ray Rodriguez. First pitch from Gonzalez fouled back. So no balls and 1 strike on Gonzalez. Excuse me, on Rodriguez. Dalen Gonzalez on the mound. Ray Rodriguez at the plate. Gonzalez with the windup in the pitch. Breaking ball. Just misses the corner. So 1 ball, 1 strike on Rodriguez. Gonzalez with a pitch. Fouled back directly to me. But the net's there to save me. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Rodriguez. Gonzalez with a pitch, breaking ball, catches the inside corner for strike 3. And out number 1. And that is the fourth strikeout in the ballgame for Dalen Gonzalez. Up next is the first baseman, number 19, Fortner. Ethan Fortner for the Eagles at the plate. Gonzalez with the pitch, low for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes on Fortner. Gonzalez, pitch, swing and misses. So strike one, so 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out here in the top of the second. As the wind begins to pick up, Gonzalez with the pitch, breaking ball. They're going to say he went, so strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch, swing and miss for strike 3. And out number 2. And up next is the right fielder, number 8, Hidalgo. Kellen Hidalgo at the plate for the Eagles. Gonzalez with the pitch. They're going to say he went. Strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike on Hidalgo. The pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Gonzalez with a pitch inside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Hidalgo. Gonzalez with the pitch just misses, so the count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the top of the second. Gonzalez with the pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. As Gonzalez has 6 strikeouts heading to the bottom of the second. You're watching the Hennis Cowboy Baseball. We'll be right back.
Hi, welcome back. I'm certainly glad you could join me today because today is a very, very special day to me, and I'm glad that you're here to share it with me. So let's get started. Tell you what, I want to get you to try being creative on canvas. Just to take your time and sit down and have nothing in mind when you start. Just have a good feeling and be happy and in love with life and your world and sit down and begin playing. Okay, now I'm going to wash the old brush. And as you know, we wash our brushes with odorless thinner, shake off the excess, just beat the devil out of it. I hope you've enjoyed this. It's a super little painting. It'll teach you a great deal. And I want to thank you once again for sharing today with me, because this was a very special day. And from all of us here, I'd like to wish you happy painting and God bless.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Cowboys starting the bottom of the second with the top of the lineup. Luke Langfield at the plate. Breaking ball in there, called for strike 1 from Goddard. So no balls and 1 strike on Luke Langfield. Goddard on the mound for the Eagles. The pitch, Langfield hits it and fouls it down third base line. So the count is now no balls and 2 strikes on Langfield. Cowboys leading 5-1 here in the bottom of the second. The pitch, Langfield hits it, fielded by the shortstop, fires it over to first. And they're going to say they got him in time for out number 1. Up next is the left fielder, number 22, Leighton Herman, who laid down a nice bunt, his first at-bat, down third base. So with one out here, Leighton Herman coming to the plate for the Cowboys. Goddard delivers a pitch, and Herman hits it off the first baseman. And Herman races his way to first base, and he's going to be safe. Up next is the catcher, number 14, Ethan Reyes. Nice hustle by Leighton Herman as the first baseman, Fortner, bobbled it. Goddard pitching from the stretch, checks the runner. Herman gets back in time. The pitch from Goddard misses outside for ball one. So 1 ball, no strikes on Reyes, with Herman standing on first for the Cowboys. The pitch, and Reyes fouls it back. So the count is now 1-1. Pierce Goddard on the mound for the Leakey Eagles. Leighton Herman on first with the lead. Ethan Reyes at the plate. The pitch. Reyes sends a shot to center field, and the center fielder's going to make a good catch, over the shoulder catch for out number 2. Nice catch by Ray Rodriguez out there. Up next is the shortstop, number 6, Ryan Hendry. Ryan Hendry at the plate for the Cowboys. Leighton Herman on first. Henry showing bunt. And he pulls back for strike one as Herman makes his way towards second base. So no balls and 1 strike on Hendry. The pitch outside for ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike on Hendry, with Herman standing on second. Goddard on the mound for Leakey. The pitch. Henry sends a high shot to right field. And the center fielder, Rodriguez, will make the catch as he hustles over for out number 3. And the Cowboys leave 1 runner stranded. And the score remains 5-1. You're watching the Hennis Cowboy Baseball. We'll be right back.
Well, hello there. I bet you didn't know I am a big fan of the Hennis Cowboys and Cowgirls. So go get them and let's win. Remember, we are the Hennis.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is game 1 of bi-district playoff action between the Leakey Eagles and your D'Hanis Cowboys. Game 2 will follow 30 minutes after game 1. Game 3, if necessary, Saturday, 1 p.m. in D'Hanis. Once again, on the mound remaining for the Cowboys is Dalen Gonzalez, who currently has 6 strikeouts in the ballgame. Ethan Reyes behind the plate, Rain Redden at third, Ryan Hendry at shortstop, J.J. Garcia at second, A.J. Bridges at first. And in the outfield from left to right, Leighton Herman, Luke Langfield, and Kobe Fortner. And leading off for the Eagles is number 16, Alvarado. Pitch from Gonzalez outside for ball one. And it catches the corner this time, so 1 ball, 1 strike on Alvarado. Gonzalez working quickly outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike on Alvarado. The pitch from Gonzalez outside for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike on John Alvarado. The pitch outside for ball 4. And Alvarado draws the walk. And we're back to the top of the lineup for the Eagles with the pitcher, number 14, Goddard, who led the game off with a single. Gonzalez now pitching from the stretch. Delivers a pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. Gonzalez with a pitch, breaking ball, and foul down third base line. So the count is now no balls and 2 strikes on Goddard. Alvarado on first for the Eagles.
Make a second, waiting. Make him wait. Make him wait.
Gonzalez with the pitch, catches the outside corner for strike 3. And up next is the shortstop, number 3, Montoya. So Alvarado on first for the Eagles. And the shortstop, Montoya, coming to the plate for Leakey. Dalen Gonzalez on the mound. Ethan Reyes behind the plate. Gonzalez with a pitch, breaking ball. Just misses inside for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes. As Gonzalez delivers a pitch low for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Gonzalez with the pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. So 2 balls, 1 strike on Montoya with Alvarado on first for Leakey. Gonzalez on the mound for the Cowboys delivers a pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. The runner on first. Gonzalez with the pitch, fouled off down first base line. So the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes on the batter, with Alvarado on first.
Let's go, Jay, right here. What do you say now? Finish him off. Let's go now.
Gonzalez with a pitch, breaking ball, strike 3, and out number 2. And up next is the second baseman, number 11, McWhorter. As Dalen Gonzalez currently has 8 strikeouts in the ballgame for the Cowboys. Gonzalez with a pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. The pitch from Gonzalez, and McWhorter is going to get hit and make his way towards first base. So the Eagles will now have runners on first and second. So up next is the catcher, number 13, Rimkus. So Montoya standing on second and McWhorter on first for the Eagles. And once again, number 13, the catcher, Rimkus, coming to the plate. Gonzalez with a pitch, swing and a miss for strike one. No balls, one strike on Rimkus. The pitch from Gonzalez, high and inside for ball one. One ball, one strike on the batter. Gonzalez with a pitch in there for strike two. One ball, two strikes on Rimkus with two outs. With two on.
Right here, Dalen. Finish him off.
Gonzalez with a pitch, catches the outside corner for strike three as the Eagles leave two stranded. And Gonzalez picks up his ninth strikeout of the ball game. You're watching the Hennis Cowboy Baseball. We'll be right back.
You're watching live coverage on the D'Hanis Athletics page, home of the Cowboys and Cowgirls. Make sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter for the most up-to-date and late-breaking information. And go Cowboys and Cowgirls! You're watching live coverage on the D'Hanis Athletics page, home of the Cowboys and Cowgirls. Make sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter for the most up-to-date and late-breaking information. And go Cowboys and Cowgirls!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Live from the Texas Hill Country at D-Bat Sports Complex for this bi-district game. Game number one between the Leakey Eagles and your D'Hanis Cowboys. Live here on D'Hanis Athletics on Facebook and also on YouTube today. Once again, this is game one. Game two set for 30 minutes after game one. And if necessary, game three, Saturday, 1 p.m. in D'Hanis. Remaining on the mound for the Eagles is number 14, Goddard. And behind the plate is Rimkus, playing third base Martinez, shortstop Montoya, second base McWhorter, first base Fortner, and in the outfield from left to right, Gonzalez, Rodriguez, and Hidalgo. Will Shavi swings at the first pitch, foul down first base line. So no balls and one strike on Shavi. Who had a triple his first at bat. The pitch misses and nearly hits him. So one ball and one strike on Will Shavi. The pitch inside for ball two. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Pierce Goddard on the mound for the Leakey Eagles. The pitch right down the middle for strike 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes on Shavi. The pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3 and out number 1. And up next is the pitcher, number 8, Dalen Gonzalez. Once again, Pierce Goddard on the mound for the Eagles. Dalen Gonzalez at the plate. The pitch, breaking ball, strike one. So no balls and one strike on Gonzalez. The pitch, Gonzalez hits it, and it's going to find. He's going to find an empty spot in between short and third. So a single by Dalen Gonzalez. And a courtesy runner coming in is number 21, Cade Henry for Dalen Gonzalez. Up next is the second baseman, number 2, J.J. Garcia. So Cade Henry on first for the Cowboys. The pitch high and outside for ball one. Henry with a good lead on first, and Goddard's going to check the runner, and he's going to get back safe in time. Goddard keeping a good eye on Henry on first. Pitch right down the middle for strike one. So 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Cowboys leading 5-1 over the Leakey Eagles. This is game 1 of the best of 3 series. And Fortner's going to drop the ball first, but Henry gets back to the bag in time. Goddard with the pitch inside for ball 2 as Henry makes his way towards second. It's going to slide in safely. So 2 balls and 1 strike on Garcia, with Henry now standing on second. And Goddard's going to check him again. Henry gets back in time. 2 balls and 1 strike on J.J. Garcia. Goddard delivers a pitch. Garcia hits it. Fielded by the second baseman. Fires it over to first. It gets by the first baseman. And Henry's going to come in and score on the error. And the Cowboys will extend their lead 6-1. And up next is the third baseman, number 4, Rain Redden. The pitch, breaking ball inside and misses for ball 1. One ball, no strikes on Redden. Garcia on first for the Cowboys. Goddard on the mound for the Eagles. The pitch, Garcia makes his way to second as the ball gets by the catcher and pops right back up into his hand. So the count is now 2 balls and no strikes. So 2 balls and no strikes on Redden. The pitch outside to the back of the net, and Garcia will make his way towards third. So the count is now 3 balls and no strikes on Redden. So 3 balls, no strikes on Rain Redden. The pitch outside for ball 4. So the Cowboys with runners on the corners as Redden draws the walk. And up next is the first baseman, number 20, A.J. Bridges. And they're going to call time as the coach from the Eagles will come out once again to speak to the infield. Cowboys leading 6-1 here in the bottom of the third, with J.J. Garcia standing on third, Rain Redden on first, And A.J. Bridges coming to the plate for the Cowboys. Once again, this is game one of bi-district playoff action between the Leakey Eagles and your D'Hanis Cowboys. Game two is set for tonight, 30 minutes after game one. And if necessary, game three, Saturday, 1 p.m. in D'Hanis. And it looks like they're going to make a pitching change. It looks like number 11 will move from second base to the mound, which is McWhorter. So as he warms up, I'm going to take a little
Well, hello there. I bet you didn't know I am a big fan of the D'Hanis Cowboys and Cowgirls. So go get them and let's win. Remember, we are D'Hanis.
2 balls and 1 strike on Bridges. I apologize, forgot to turn the sound back on. Rain Redding standing on third. McWhorter on the mound. The pitch catches the outside corner for strike 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. On Bridges with Redden on third. A pitch, and Bridges swings and hits it. Fielder by our third baseman fires it home, and Redden's going to be safe. And Bridges will reach on the fielder's choice as the Cowboys now lead 8-1 over Leakey. And up next is the center fielder, number 28, Luke Langfield. And we're going to have a pinch runner, number 19, Gage Hudspeth, for A.J. Bridges. Cowboys have scored 3 runs here in the bottom of the third. So Luke Langfield at the plate for the Cowboys with 1 out. Hudspeth on first. McWhorter on the mound for the Eagles. And they're going to check Hudspeth immediately. He's going to get back in time. The pitch outside gets by the catcher. So Hudspeth will make his way towards second, standing up safely. The pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike on Langfield with 1 out. With Hudspeth on second. The pitch inside for ball 2. As the ball gets by the catcher. And Hudspeth now moves over to third. So 2 balls and 1 strike on Langfield. McWhorter with the pitch outside for strike 2 as it just catches the corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Luke Langfield. McWhorter with the pitch. Langfield hits it. And he's going to get by the shortstop as Hudspeth hustles in and scores. So Langfield makes his way towards second on the Texas Leaguer. And the Cowboys once again lead 9-1. Up next is the left fielder, number 22, Leighton Herman. McWhorter with the pitch outside for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes on Herman. And McWhorter's going to step off the mound and reset. So 1 ball, no strikes on Herman with Langfield standing on second. A pitch outside for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes on the left fielder, Leighton Herman. And McWhorter is going to check the runner at second, and Langfield's going to get back in time. So the count remains 2 balls, no strikes on Herman, with 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Cowboys brought 5 runs in the 1st and 4 here in the bottom of the 3rd. The pitch outside gets by the catcher, and Langfield will make his way towards 3rd. And the count is now 3 balls and no strikes on Herman. The pitch outside for ball 4. So runners on the corners for the Cowboys. Langfield on 3rd, Herman on 1st. Just drew the walk. And up next is the catcher, number 14, Ethan Reyes, with 1 out. The pitch. Reyes hits it and sends a shot to left field. And the catch is made, and Langfield will tag up and come in and score. So the Cowboys now lead 10-1. And a sacrifice for Reyes. Up next is the shortstop, number 6, Ryan Henry, with Herman on 1st. A pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. And we're going to have a pinch runner, number 40, Harper Santos, for Leighton Herman at first base. So 2 outs, no balls, 1 strike on Henry. Harper Santos now in first for the Cowboys. The pitch, Santos making his way towards second, and he's going to slide in safely. And no balls and 2 strikes on Henry. The pitch, fouled back, so the count remains no balls and 2 strikes on Henry.
On time and compete. Now let's go.
Harper Santos on second, Henry at the plate, McWhorter on the mound. The pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. So we're going to head to the top of the 4th as the Cowboys leave 1 stranded but bring 4 across. You're watching D'Hanis Cowboy Baseball. We'll be right back. Top of the fourth, Cowboys leading 10-1 over the Leakey Eagles by district action. Game 1 best of 3 series between the Leakey Eagles and your D'Hanis Cowboys. This is game number 1. Game 2 will follow 30 minutes after game 1. And if necessary, game 3 is set for Saturday, 1 p.m. in D'Hanis. On the mound remaining is Dalen Gonzalez. Behind the plate, Ethan Reyes. At third base, Rain Redden. Shortstop, Ryan Henry. Second base, J.J. Garcia. First base, A.J. Bridges. And now in the outfield, in left field is number 1, Marcus Hernandez. And in center, Luke Langfield remains. And right field, Kobe Fortner. And leading off the inning for the Eagles is the third baseman, number 7, Martinez. Once again, Martinez at the plate. First pitch by Gonzalez in there for a called strike.
Put him in there, Dave.
Gonzalez with the pitch, fouled back, so no balls and 2 strikes on Martinez. Once again, Dalen Gonzalez with 9 strikeouts in the ball game today. Gonzalez with the breaking ball inside. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Martinez. And breaking ball again. Breaking way off, so the count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. A pitch from Gonzalez, swing and a miss. First strike 3 and out number 1. And now the 10th strikeout. Up next is the center fielder, number 1, Ray Rodriguez. Gonzalez with a pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1. No balls and 1 strike on Rodriguez. And second pitch is fouled off, so the count is now no balls and 2 strikes on the batter. Dalen with a pitch. Low in the dirt for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Rodriguez with 1 out here in the top of the 4th. They're going to say no pitch as the batter was not set, says the umpire. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. A pitch from Gonzalez. Hit foul down first base line. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes on Rodriguez. Gonzalez with the pitch, breaking ball, strike 3, and out number 2. Up next is the first baseman, number 19, Ethan Fortner. Gonzalez with a pitch. Fortner hits it, pops it up down the first base line, and it's going to just go out over the fence. So foul ball, no balls and 1 strike on Fortner. Gonzalez with a pitch inside and high for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Fortner. Inside for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike on Fortner. First baseman for the Leakey Eagles. Dalen Gonzalez on the mound for the Cowboys. Ethan Reyes behind the plate. The pitch in there for strike 2. So deuces across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here at the top of the 4th, Cowboys leading 10-1. Gonzalez with the pitch outside. Counts now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Fortner hits it, fielded by Hendry at short, fires it over to first to Bridges. And Bridges off the bag, but makes the tag for out number 3. So we head to the bottom of the 4th. Cowboys lead 10-1. You're watching Dalian's Cowboy Baseball. We'll be right back.
Hi, welcome back. I'm certainly glad you could join me today because today is a very, very special day to me, and I'm glad that you're here to share it with me. So let's get started. Tell you what, I want to get you to try being creative on canvas, just to take your time and sit down and have nothing in mind when you start. Just have a good feeling and be happy and in love with life and your world, and sit down and begin playing. Okay, now I'm going to wash the old brush. And as you know, we wash our brushes with odorless thinner, shake off the excess, just beat the devil out of it. I hope you've enjoyed this. It's a super little painting. It'll teach you a great deal. And I want to thank you once again for sharing today with me, because this was a very special day. And from all of us here, I'd like to wish you happy painting and God bless.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the 4th, leading off for the Cowboys as a designated player, number 11, Will Shavi. McWhorter remains on the mound for the Eagles. A pitch just a bit high for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes on Shavi. Way inside and high for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes on Will. Leading off the bottom of the 4th for the Cowboys. Pitch high and inside for ball 3. catches the outside corner for strike one. So 3 balls and 1 strike on Will Shavy.
Take it for a ride now.
The pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2. So full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 and out number 1. So up next is the pitcher number 8, Dalen Gonzalez. McWhorter on the mound for the Eagles. Delivers a pitch high and outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on Gonzalez, who has 11 strikeouts in the ballgame. On the mound himself, McWhorter delivers a pitch. Gonzalez hits it, pops it up, and the shortstop right under it. And the second baseman makes the catch as he trips over his center fielder. So out number 2. And up next is the second baseman, number 2, J.J. Garcia. The pitch to Garcia in there for strike 1. Garcia hits it, gets to the second baseman, bobbles it, and Garcia hustling to first. And they're going to call him safe. Up next is the third baseman, number 4, Rain Redden. Garcia with the good size lead on first. McWhorter checking him out, and he's going to check him as Garcia gets back in time. The pitch, Garcia's going, swings and misses, and Garcia slides in safely at second. So no balls and 1 strike on Rain Redden. McWhorter checks Garcia again, and Garcia gets back in time. So no balls and 1 strike on Redden. Once again, Garcia standing on second for the Cowboys. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. The pitch inside. Ball gets by the catcher, and Garcia's going to make his way towards third. So 1 ball and 1 strike on Redden. McWhorter delivers a pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Redden. We've got to see us standing on third. The pitch. Redden sends a shot past the shortstop, and Garcia's going to come in and score an RBI single for Rain Redden. And the Cowboys now lead 11-1. And up next is the first baseman, number 20, A.J. Bridges. The pitch as Redden goes, the ball gets by the catcher, So 1 ball and no strikes on Bridges, with Redden now on second. The pitch. Low gets by the catcher. So Redden making his way towards third. He's going to stand up safely. So 2 balls and no strikes on Bridges. The pitch right down the middle. Strike 1. So 2 balls and 1 strike on Bridges with 2 outs. With Rain Redden standing on third for the Cowboys. McWhorter on the mound for the Eagles. The pitch. Bridges swings and misses. Strike 2. So deuces across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. With Redden on third. A pitch high and outside for ball 3. So full count on A.J. Bridges. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Once again, Rain Redden on third. Pitch. And Bridges fouls it back off the top of the net. Home plate umpire called out. He didn't see that it hit the screen, and the umpire at second lets him know that it hit. So the count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes on Bridges. The pitch. Bridges swings, hits it, fielded by the shortstop, fires it over to first. And Fortner's going to scoop it up for out number 3. The Cowboys leave 1 stranded. As we head to the top of the 5th, Cowboys lead 11-1. You're watching D'Hanis Cowboy Baseball. We'll be right back.
Hi, welcome back. I'm certainly glad you could join me today because today is a very, very special day to me, and I'm glad that you're here to share it with me. So let's get started. Tell you what, I want to get you to try being creative on canvas, just to take your time and sit down and have nothing in mind when you start. Just have a good feeling and be happy and in love with life and your world, and sit down and begin playing. Okay, now I'm going to wash the old brush. And as you know, we wash our brushes with odorless thinner, shake off the excess, just beat the devil out of it. I hope you've enjoyed this. It's a super little painting. It'll teach you a great deal. And I want to thank you once again for sharing today with me, because this was a very special day. And from all of us here, I'd like to wish you happy painting and God bless.
As we get ready to start the top of the 5th, Dalen Gonzalez remains on the mound for the Cowboys with 11 strikeouts here in the ballgame. Leading off for the Eagles this inning is the pinch hitter number 9, Pichardo. First pitch from Gonzalez, swing and a miss for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. And the second pitch is fouled back off the net, so no balls and 2 strikes on Pichardo. Gonzalez here ahead of the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Gonzalez high and outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Pichardo. The pitch inside for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the batter. Gonzalez with the breaking ball, swinging a miss for strike 3 and out number 1. First pitch from Gonzalez, catches the outside corner, strike 1. Outside for ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. The pitch from Dalen, swing and a miss for strike 2. On Alvarado. Outside. So 2 balls, 2 strikes on Alvarado. Gonzalez the pitch, catches the outside corner for strike 3 and out number 2. That is the 13th strikeout in the ballgame for Dalen Gonzalez. And we're back to the top of the lineup with number 14, Goddard, who started the game off on the mound and now playing second. Gonzalez with a pitch, high and inside for ball 1. Strike 1, so 1 ball, 1 strike on the batter. Gonzalez with a pitch inside for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike on Goddard. The pitch from Gonzalez fouled back into the net. Catch made by Reyes. So deuces across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Cowboys leading 11-1 here in the top of the 5th. Dalen Gonzalez on the mound. Ethan Reyes behind the plate. Pierce Goddard at the plate for the Eagles. Gonzalez with the pitch. Foul, hit. And fielded by Henry, who fires it over to first and under the legs of Bridges. As Goddard will make his way towards second base. Up next is the shortstop number 3, Montoya.
Let's go, boys. Shake it off. Let's go right here, Dave.
The pitch from Gonzalez right down the middle. And Reyes fires it over to third. And they're going to say he is safe. So no balls and 1 strike on Montoya. With Goddard on third. The pitch from Gonzalez. Bunt attempt laid down but fouled back. So the count is now no balls and 2 strikes on the batter. So no balls, 2 strikes on Montoya. Runner on third. Gonzalez with the windup. The pitch high and outside for ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes. Gonzalez with a pitch, high and inside for ball 2. So once again, deuces across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on third for the Eagles. Gonzalez with a pitch. Right down the middle for strike 3. And the Cowboys will win game 1, 11-1 over the Leakey Eagles. So we'll be back in about approximately 30 minutes for game number 2. So till then, go get refreshed, and we'll be back.